The Gatorade Cup Series heads to northeastern Pennsylvania. With 3 races left until chase time, we head to Long Pond, Pennsylvania at the Pocono Raceway for the running of the Pocono 400. Levi Jones in the 92 grabs the pole for today's race. To his outside second is Matt Gunn in the 41. Then in third is Carter Friesen, fourth is William Bolin, and rounding out the top 5, Anton Charlebois. Then in 6th position we have Alexander Rowe. 7th place is Jonathan Buford, Eli Bright in 8th. 9th is Roman Fenway, and Jake Galloway rounds out the top 10. For the rest of the field, there's Anthony Nancy fell to 3rd and points after the last race, who's outside his teammate Nathan Ormond in the 24. Then we have Code Luigi with Wyatt Walker. Behind them it's Trey Rainey and Derek Hamill. And Griffin Lynn, who needs to be top 20 points with his 3 victories to get into the chase. Joe Jefferson, who's outside the 31. And we have Carter Joey with Riley Sampson, along with Mathis Wells and Marshall Burrow. Then there's Colton Yo and Luke Rainey. Behind them, Adam McDowell and Mitchell Collins. Then we have Stephen Taylor and Max Anderson. Behind them, Derek Bouchard and TJ Hanley. Then there's Trey Wright and Tyler Fink. Along with points, there's Samet Oskin, Vince Vintage, who is outside. Then we have second in points, Jonathan Rains with Al Lagsy to his inside. Then there's Alex Fletcher and Albert Galloway. Behind them, Jeff Bright and Sebastian Kukulon. And the final row holds 2 Toyotas, Danny Lloyd and Jay Jefferson in the 78. There's our 42 cars to do battle here at the Pocono Raceway. As we go on trackside, fire the engines up for the 3rd to last race before the chase.
Drivers, start your engine!
And the field fires their engines up as we get ready for race 24-38 in the Gatorade Cup Series Season 9. And the quest of the chase, you have to go through this race right here. It's always a wild one here at Pocono, especially in the Gatorade Cup Series. 24 laps to determine the winner of the Pocono 400. So the Gatorade Cup Series testing once again the new 2-lap caution procedures, which we tested over Super Speedway Swing with Pensacola, Talladega, and Daytona. We'll see how it works here at Pocono in the Gatorade Cup Series. 24 laps, Shone's got in the front row for the Pocono 400. Who escapes with a good point save, try and make the chase. Green flag, we're racing in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Oh, contact leaders! Shones, car freezing the wall. They hang on to it, but that was a big bump there by Friesen, and Shones allows the inside to get away. It is Anton Charlebois leading John to be for Roman Fenway to turn 3. Yeah, Friesen drove into that corner hard, put Shones in the wall. What kind of damage there to the 92 has had a string of bad races and is right now on the edge of making the chase. To lead lap 1, Anton Charlebois in the 96. Fenway inside the 13. Here comes Friesen fighting back in the 43 with some right side damage to that car. And Shones falling back through the field on the outside. Damage to both ends of that car. Turn 1, John Beaver to the inside of the 96. Trying to go for the lead. Carries that momentum up the racetrack. Side drafting off the 96 down the backstretch. And falling back is a 00. I believe that is Alexander Rowe. Carter Friesen inside going to help Jonathan Buford go forward. Anton Charlebois stays clear to the tunnel turn. Buford drives it hard to hear those tires squealing through the tunnel. Buford has the advantage as they race their way down the short chute. It's going to be Jonathan Buford clear and lead. Friesen coming back in the 43. That damage did not hurt him at all. Here comes third points. Anthony Nares. He wants the points lead back to the inside. Bows way to 4th. Trey Rainey falling through as well. And Anthony Nares going to get all the way to 3rd. He gets by Anton Charlebois down the front stretch. And Trey Rainey the inside there, the 51, pushing forward in that draft with the 48. And for Anton Charlebois, has to finish up here. 2 wins, and just like Griffin Lynch outside the top 20 of the points, he would get a wild card if he got inside the top 20. So Anton Charlebois needs a great day here today. Friesen going to get clear in 2nd. Anthony Nares, the 48, slid up the racetrack, tried to get underneath him, couldn't quite get it done there. But they race down Long Pond straightaway. Friesen in the draft to Jonathan Buford into the tunnel turn. This is the place where we expect to see most of the crash happen, if there's going to be any crash here today, would be during the tunnel turn. We almost saw one on lap 1 with Friesen and Shones. Carter's still right with that 62, but Anthony Nares jumps to the inside. He wants to lead the lap. To the inside, both the 43 and the 62, and a great turn 3 for Anthony Nares will lead lap number 3. That was a great job by that 48 car. Great move. Hernandez leads the lap. Carter Joey, the 17, looking inside. He has Mathis Wells and Jake Galloway, 2 Joe Gibbs Racing teammates, coming on the bottom lane. Carter Joey clear the 48, but now is attacked from Mathis Wells. Hernandez tries to stay up top 3 wide. Oh, he battled back in the top of turn 1. A great corner exit there. He's fighting back on the outside. 3 wide for the lead to the tunnel turn. Mathis Wells, can he clear? Sliding up. Carter Joey into the side of the 48. Wells up against the wall. And Jake Galloway's through to the lead. Luke Ray, Pennsylvania, behind him in second. Luke has won here before at Pocono in the Gatorade Cup Series. He wants another one. It would be his first win of the season if he get it done. He's inside Jake Galloway now as they're coming to 20 to go. Side by side, Galloway and Luke Rainey. It's going to be Jake to lead lap 4. Luke has the inside, though, into turn number 1. Here comes Carter freezing at McDowell. McDowell trying to help his teammate Luke Rainey forward. Here comes the other Penske car, Max Ayers as well. The 3 Penske cars are inside the top 10. Luke Rainey going to try and clear Jake Galloway right there. And McDowell's clearing third. Luke slides up, couldn't quite clear the 11. Galloway fights back on the top side down Long Pond straightaway. Great job of that 11 car. He might clear Luke right there. I think he is. Oh, it's so close, but the 2 might hang on that core panel, try to get underneath into the tunnel turn. Slide right there. Punch the 11 out of the way. Luke right through the lead. Here comes his teammate and McDowell for second. Wow, Luke, that was an aggressive move. I don't know if Galloway's going to be too appreciative of it, but he made that move. It worked. He goes up the racetrack in turn 3. McDowell through to second. So now Penske to the front 2 spots. Luke Rainey will lead lap 5. McDowell's teammate behind him in second and running him down in the draft down the front stretch. Mathis Wells on his teammate Jake Galloway is now the teammates of Penske Racing battle for the lead. McDowell inside, Luke Rainey outside, the 22 tight down low. No grip down there apparently, and Luke powers off the top to get clear. It's just so hard to make the bottom lane work through turn 1. We see it time and time again. Galloway, because the 22 messed up turn 1, gets the run to the inside for a second. The 11 car fighting back. Here comes Jake Galloway, who gets to second position now. If he gets to the 2 Luke Rainey, what will he do to him? Because remember, Luke powered him out of the way to get to the race lead. Does Galloway do something like that to Luke here this lap? In turn 3, Luke ran at the racetrack. Jake Galloway to the inside. Looks like Jake will play nice right now. But if it comes down to them 2 later in the race, don't expect Galloway to be too bashful getting to that 2 car. Galloway leads the lap. Luke Rainey behind in second. Here comes Wells, who was Galloway's teammate, for second. William Bull in the 3, Roman Fenway the 13, also coming forward. Trey Rainey the 51, trying to get clear of Alex Fletcher. Wells a little tight right there. Luke Rainey trying to get wound up on the top side. The 18 tries to slide up in front of the 2. He does. He's going to get a good push now down this Long Pond straightaway. Can he use that push that he gets to get to that 11 of Jake Galloway? The teammates of Joe Gibbs Racing now 1 and 2. As it's Mathis Wells trying to get to Jake Galloway and get by. Up the racetrack for the 18. A little tight in the dirty air. And that allows William Bullen to the inside. A spin in the tunnel turn. I don't believe there's a yellow, though. No yellow. I think it's just Steven Taylor's all turn for the 33. So the 33 damage. No yellow flag, though, as he never got fully around. William Bullen, the 3, through to the front in Pocono. Fenway tried to lead the lap. And now Luke Rainey looks 3 wide, the 2 car. Great racing at the front. We still not had a yellow flag quite yet. Without their racing, I expect one to come very shortly. Fenway to the front in the 13 car. Luke Rainey inside the 2. Blowing up the racetrack. Luke digging on the bomb. A great 1 and 2. And now down Long Pond straightaway. The 2 Luke Rainey. Help from Alex Fletcher. Fenway getting a bump from William Bloom, but not quite clear the 2. Luke Rainey into the inside of the tunnel turn. He'll clear. Luke Rainey back out in front. Now Alex Fletcher comes in the 72. A good run. Fletcher underneath the 2 in turn 3, slides into the corner. He drove it in deep. Here comes Matt Gunny, starts second. He's through to second. He has a run onto that 72 now of Alex Fletcher. It'll be the 72 to lead lap 8 here at Pocono. Godin, the 41 now looks for the top spot. Drives to the inside turn number 1. Here comes Matt Godin. And he clear to the inside. Trying to slide up in front of that 72. It's close. Fletcher, though, fights back. Godin clears. Can Fletcher look for the crossover now? Down Long Pond straightaway. Got a good run on the top side. I wouldn't be shocked to see him go for a crossover right here. Right behind the 41. Looks to the inside of the tunnel turn. They bang. Fletcher, Godin hitting each other. Godin into the side of the 72. Roman Fenway to the wall. They keep it straight as those 2 battle each other. Griffin Lynn to the inside of the 7 car. Here he comes. Lynn, a good run the bottom of turn 3, but it's going to be Alex Fletcher to come off the corner and lead his second lap of the race. Lynn, the 7 to the inside, though. Friesen still up here. Look at the 41 falling back. And Fenway as well falling back in the 13. Look at them trying to jump down holes to the inside. The 2 trying to get down front of the 21. The 41 trying to get down front of the 22. Lynn out front. He has 3 wins this season. Carter Friesen, the 43 inside. Anthony Charles coming back. Here comes Carter Friesen. That right side damage not affecting that 43 car at all. He's still just as fast with that damage. Here's Anton Charles' pusher into the tunnel turn. 43 is clear, but now it's the 96 to the inside. On corner exit. Give me Anton Charbois out in front now in the Pocono 400. Friesen back to second. Matt Gunn fighting back in the 41. Griffin Lynn, Alex Fletcher to his inside. Here comes Carter Joey fighting back. Matt Gunn inside Carter Friesen will grab second away. Give me Anton Charbois to lead the lap again. And for Anton Charbois outside the top 20 points with 2 victories. And I believe that might have been, I thought I saw the yellow flag waving, but it's not the yellow flag. But for Anton Charbois, 2 victories outside the top 20 points, just like Griffin Lynn. He needs to be top 20 points. A great day here at Pocono. Set up for Indianapolis and Hillside to try and get good points days. Down the backstretch, Matt Gunn, the 41. Fighting to the inside of Anton Charbois for the top spot. Here comes 2 forwards of Carter Joey and Luke Ray on the inside, helping each other out. Godden is clear, the tunnel turn. Slip in front of the 96. He takes that top spot away. If the field a little spread out, I think that's going to help the fact that we might not have any yellow flags with how spread out they are. Not clumped together, we might not see too many incidents now at this point in the race. Not even halfway down the Pocono 400, we've had a lot of lead changes already, a lot of dramatic racing, and we still have the second half of the race to go. Matt Gunn led the lap. Luke Ray helped from his teammate Ed McDowell, pushing down low, trying to get to that top spot. Those Penske drivers, they've been pretty good here today. The 2022 and the 12 have all been hanging around the front of the field. Not be shocked to see them in the hunt at the end of the day. But it is Matt Gunn out front for Stuart Haas Racing. Luke Rainey, the 2, I think he clears Ed McDowell's teammate to keep second. Now, does he have a run at that 41? Here comes Carter Joey trying to clear the 22 as well. I think he is clear. He looks to the inside of the 2 for second. They may have made some contact. The 17 lifted. Got out of the side of the 2. And now Luke Rainey's clear. And here comes Ed McDowell for third. Yeah, we're running for that lead in turn 3. Here he comes to the inside. Luke Rainey to the front. The Pennsylvania native leads the Pocono 400 at the halfway point. Luke Rainey leads. 12 to go on the Pocono 400. Luke Rainey and McDowell, the teammates, are 1 and 2. And here comes Max Anderson, the other Penske car, trying to make it a 3-way Penske dominated day at the front. And right there, as they come off turn 1, it's the 2, the 22, and the 12. 1, 2, 3 for Penske Racing at Pocono right now. Does anyone else have a say there? Here comes Matt Godden. Crossover for the 41 inside the 12. To the tunnel turn. Godden inside. Gets into the side of the 12 a little there. Carter Joey up towards the wall. Stays out of it. And with Ed McDowell having a bad tunnel turn, it's going to be Luke Rainey's lead right here. Look at Trey Rainey to the inside. He wants to make it a Rainey 1-2 at the front. How sweet would it be if the Raineys could battle for the win at Pocono, their home track? Be something to see for sure. Be a sight to see. Luke Rainey leads again in the 2 car. Matt Godden in the 41. He's been dominant as of late in the race. He's up to second. Trey Rainey, Luke's brother, to third. Godden doing a good job on the bottom of turn 1. Gets to the inside of the 2 right there. Can he hold it? Oh, gets back up in line. Trying to get that draft down Long Pond straightaway. Trying to get a sniff of that draft. He's right all over the back of the 2, so I'd not be shocked to see him moving in the tunnel turn right here. We'll see. Rainey, Godden, Rainey clearing 1, 2, 3. Godden inside Luke. Gets tight though. Yeah, he got really tight to the inside of the 2 car. Here comes Trey Rainey, the 51, to the back of that 41. He'll stay in line for now. Luke Rainey goes up the racetrack at turn 3, left the bottom to Matt Gunn, the 41. They battle off turn 3. Trey Rainey, the 51, looking inside. 41 blocks that off. And to lead that 14, Matt Godden. 10 to go in Pocono. The 41 leads. Help from the 51 behind. Here comes Jonathan Buford, a name we haven't really talked about here today. He's up to 4th to the 62 car. He has a shot. Trey a little tight in the bottom lane. Had to lift. Matt Godden gets a good run on corner exit of turn 1. Here comes Luke Rainey in the 2. Blocking Jonathan Buford to get to the inside. Down Long Pond straight away. Hernandez fighting back in the 48. He's up to 5th, but he has pressure from Carter Joey, the 17. How about Eli Pratt, the 88, inside the top 10? We talked about him all day long. Luke inside for the lead. He'll take it. So the 2 car back out front now. Jonathan B for the 62 looking for a second on Matt Godden. Got a little tight, Godden down in line. Chasing out 2 again. Good run on corner exit. Gets to the inside of Luke. Fighting back for the lead is Matt Godden. Side by side, it's going to be at the stripe. Luke Rainey leading at Pocono. I'm just so impressed. The race these drivers have pulled out, they have not had an incident so far. I guess the only incident they had did not cause a yellow. They have been clean so far. We've had some contact, but they've been able to keep it going. Some great racing here at Pocono as we're inching towards the chase. Some of these drivers know that their chase is ride on today, and they're showing it with how they're racing. Drivers like Jonathan Buford, Anton Charles Bois, Griffin Lynn that are up towards the front. Some of these drivers know they need great days here today. Godden is clear for the front. Anthony Hernandez, the 48, coming forward here at the right time. Third in points, wants the points lead back. He wants his third win of the season as well. 48 through to P2. And Mathis Wells, the 18, who also needs some good races. Wells is up to third. Don't count that 18 car out. He has a shot. Hernandez in the draft of the 4-1, trying to run him down into turn number 1. And stay in line for now. 1 and 2. Godden Hernandez. Wells in third. Trey Rainey in fourth. Luke Rainey trying to get down from Albert Galway for fifth. That's tight there. Corner exit for the 2. Gets a great run on Trey Rainey. Hernandez bound with Matt Godden for the lead, but the 48 didn't get the exit to turn when he needed. Now he has a miracle of Mathis Wells. Can the 18 make the move for a second? He'll look low in the tunnel turn. Wasn't a good entrance, but he still made it work. Slide job to the wall for the 18. Great move. Had to lift, though, and lost all his momentum. And Luke Rainey battles back to second, the 2 car. That was a great tunnel turn for the 2. He'll battle for the 41 now for the lead. So impressed by Luke Rainey today. He has the drive to win. The question is, can he win? To the start-finish line. 7 to go in the Pocono 400 for Matt Godden and the rest of the field. They've been battling hard all day long. But who's going to time it right and win? Rainey, the 2, trying to clear Matt Godden. Derek Campbell forced through at middle. Look at that damaged 92 car. Levi Schultz is wheeling that thing to the front. He started on pole, remember. He started on pole. Had damage in the first lap incident with Carter Friesen, where they hit the wall. Schultz fighting back on the 92, showing that his car is still strong even with the damage. Tunnel turn. Luke Rainey clears a slide job in front of the 41. Derek Campbell, the 32 inside. He's never won a Gatorade Cup Series points paying victory. It's today the day in Pocono. Bound to the inside of the 2 into turn 3. Here comes Shones as well, the 92. He'll battle off turn 3. Shones gets to the inside for the lead. Can he win here today in Pocono with the torn up race car? He's battling with Derek Campbell now. 6 to go. We're getting down to the nitty gritty in the Pocono 400. You're going to have to time your move at this point to try and win it. Shones, Max Anderson on the inside with all and McDowell. Levi Shones trying to clear Derek Campbell. The 12 slides up in front of his teammate. McDowell there as well in the 22. Shones, Hamill side by side. Look at the force at the front of the field. You have the 32, the 92, the 12, the 22, the 2, the 41. Oh, they're wrecking. In long pond straightaway come to 5 to go. That will draw our first yellow of the race late in the race. And now who leads them back around to lead at the restart? It is going to be pole sitter Levi Shones. As they go through turn 3, it took him all race long, but on lap 20 he's going to lead. Shones back in front with 5 to go, and we're going to have about 3 laps to go on the restart. How about that? Caution out late in the race. Levi Shones wins the race back, and involved Roman Fenway. Trying to battle up in the chase, he's involved. Al Lagsy as well. Caution is out early on, or late in the race here, as Roman Fenway involved in the 13. Caution is out. Let's see the reason for it here in the Pocono 400. This has been a huge battle just outside the top 20. William Bullen up top in the 3. Roman Fenway down low. And Riley Sampson makes a bold move to rewind the 15 to get to the inside, trying to get both those positions in one foul swoop right there. And right there, Fenway at the racetrack in the 13 gets into the side of the 3 of William Bullen. Sends them both up the racetrack now. They're kind of, they're just into each other. They can't get quite off each other. 13-3 up towards the wall. They're going to impact it on the exit of turn number 1. Fenway spins around, gets Alex. He had nowhere to go in the 38 car. Now the rest of the field behind just basically has to stop. There's Vince in the 95 getting involved. Looks like Cement Oskin on our points there does a great job. Joe Jefferson may have gotten by. 38 spins around. Oh, there's where Fenway got most of his damage. Mitchell Collins outside while Jay Jefferson in the 78. There's Derek Bouchard. Sebastian Kukla on the 1. Steps on the brakes and gets by. But now it's going to be a late race restart. And the question is, Do we get another yellow on this restart? Now, these drivers are going to be so aggressive because we're coming up to late in the race. As we saw, the start went with Jones and Friesen. Now, Jones is back up front for the restart. How's it going to go? So, small incident down long punch area brings out our first caution of the race. What should have been the caution was Stephen Taylor and Alexander Rowe earlier in the race. We'll have to go see if we can find exactly where this took place and what exactly happened. It probably happened right around here on lap number 7 as the 33 enters the tunnel turn with Alexander Rowe to his inside. And does the double zero try a dive bomb right here? He does. Gets into the 33, 5 checks into the wall. They both into the wall. They don't spin around. This gets some pretty heavy damage. They're off the pace. Now they get a caution flag. They might gain a position or two. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. And this whole race, Levi Jones has battled. He started on pole, damage with Carter Friesen on the lap 1 incident, but now he is out in front in the Pocono 400, trying to win from the pole and increase his chase chances. Levi Jones out front for the restart with 3 to go in the Pocono 400. The field pacing through the tunnel turn will hit the green flag with 3 to go. That means if a yellow flag were to fly at any point now after the green flag, the race would be official. No cars are retired from that. All 42 still left on the racetrack on the lead lap. But as Levi Jones leading this race, look at that damage to the 92. Can he hold on over Adam McDowell in second? Eli Bright emerges in third. Where does he come from looking for his second victory of the season? Carter Joey fourth, Derek Kimmel fifth, with Marshall Burrows sixth, Max Anderson seventh, Carter Friesen in eighth, Colton Young ninth, and Luke Rain rounds at the top 10. Trey Rainey 11th, Matt Gunn, John Threeford, Oliver Galway, TJ Hanley the top 15, Anthony Charlbaugh, Anthony Nares, Nathan Orman, Mathis Wells, and Jeff Bright the top 20. Who wins the Pocono 400 on the last restart of the day? Jones, McDowell, Bright, Joey, Hamill, the top 5 as we're back racing with 3 to go. 7.5 miles left. McDowell got a good jump on Jones in the draft. Can he look low in turn 1? Car Joey for third and Eli Bright McDowell for the lead. Adam McDowell's never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. It's today the day. He has Car Joey behind him to push him. In turn 1 for McDowell, he's out in front. And you want to be up front in case a yellow comes out, because at this point it could. With how they're packed up entering this tunnel turn, this could be a disaster waiting to happen. Look at Car Joey, look at 3 wide. Couldn't quite get there. But now, do they make it out alive through the tunnel turn? McDowell driving hard into the corner deep. He slides up. Car Joey inside the 17. Into the wall for Vince and William Bowman. We keep it going straight. No yellow yet. Carter Joey to the front. Burrow through to second. There comes Max Anderson, the 12 to third. Carter Joey leads. 5 miles remain around the tricky triangle. 2 to go in Pocono. Carter Joey, Marshall Burrow, Max Anderson, Luke Ray in the top 4. Matt Gunn to 5th on the 41. Who wins? Anderson for second on Burrow. Does it work? Can Carter Joey stay out front is the question. Burrow, a good run on the top of turn 1. Freight quarter exit. He has the speed down long by turn to get to that 17. He's got to run into the tunnel turn. Can Carter Joey block it? Luke Ray and his teammate Max Anderson for third. Can he win again in Pocono? Joey, Burrow, contact for third between the teammates. Burrow trying to get to Carter Joey, entering the final lap of the Pocono 400. We're going to get to the white flag, it looks like at this point. Burrow trying to get there. Oh, he's going to be there to the inside of Carter Joey. Coming to the white flag of the Pocono 400. 2.5 miles to go in the tricky triangle. Who wins? Burrow, Joey, side by side, deadlocked to the start-finish line. Who gets the run through turn 1 to make it work? Luke Ray got shuffled high by Matt Gunn in the 41 inside. Burrow, Joey, side by side. Matt Gunn looks 3 wide. 37 slides up the racetrack. They stay side by side for the top spot. Down Long Pond straightaway. Can the 17 get clear of the 37? It is gonna be close here in Pocono. Joey and Burrow side by side. Burrow slides up, contact with the 17, and put them in the wall. Matt Gunn on the inside of the run. Can he make it work? Into turn 3, it's Matt Gunn out in front. He's never won a Gatorade Cup Series race, but as he comes through turn 3, it takes contact on the last lap. He gets through, and Matt Gunn will win the Pocono 400 after last lap beating and banging. What a finish! We saw beating and banging. Burrow tried it as hard as he could. He put the 17 on the wall, and that allowed an opening on the bottom for Matt Gunn to emerge with the victory. 41 car wins his first ever Gatorade Cup Series race, and now all of Stewart-Haas Racing has won a race in Season 9 of the Gatorade Cup Series, and can Godin now try and steal wildcard spot away. What an ending to a crazy Pocono 400 here in Pennsylvania. Let's go see the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Pocono 400 at the Pocono Raceway. We only had one caution flag during the race, and how about this? 17 lead changes, 11 different drivers. That means in 24 laps, the lead change hands 17 times. That's a ton of lead changes here today. And it's Matt Godden. He had one of the better cars throughout the day. He was up at the front most of the race. He ends up leading 5 laps en route to a victory after starting second. Behind him, second, Anton Charlebois tried to get there in the last lap. Just couldn't, but a great point save for the 96. Trying to get inside that top 20 points. Marshall Burrow so close once again to his first Gatorade Cup Series victory. Helped us out for a third place finish. Levi Shones had probably the grittiest performance here today after winning the pole, then getting hit to the wall on lap 1 by Carter Friesen and all that damage. He ends up 4th after leading on the last restart. Great day for the 92 as well. And Derek Campbell rounds out the top 5 with Max Anderson 6th, Nathan Orman battle up to 7th, Luke Rainey 8th, and McDowell 9th. And Carter Joey's leading on the last lap. He falls to 10th due to the contact there late in the race. As we look at the top 20, Griffin Lynn, that's another good point day for him as well. He needs those points to get inside the top 20 points right now. A 12th place finish, not too bad for the 17. As we look down, a lot of these drivers did lead laps throughout the race, whether it be one or multiple. Look down and see some big names down here. Eli Bright, Jeff Bright, Anthony Hernandez as well. Matt Oskin. So for Oskin, he does retain the points lead. Jonathan Rains, though, loses second in points to Anthony Hernandez, the 48, who finishes a few spots higher than him. And right here, we had all 4G cars finish the race running at the end. A few, though, were off the pace due to the contact they had in our only yellow flag of the race. 2 races left until chase time. Here are how the points look. So Matt Oskin holds onto the points lead. He is 37 of Anthony Hernandez, who is second. Jonathan Rains is third. Riley Sampson has been a consistent fourth pretty much all season. And Levi Shones back up inside the top 5 to 5th with a great day. Carter Friesen is up 6th. Danny Lloyd 7th. Wyatt Walker 8th. Roman Fenway in 9th. And Carter Joey holds the final spot inside the top 10. As we look at the top 20, Marshall Burrow is only 35 points out of a chase spot right now in 11th. Derek Hamill's just behind him in 12th with that victory. But our 2 wildcard spots go to Anton Charlebois, breaks away inside the top 20. He's 19th right now in points. The other wildcard goes to Tyler Fink, who's 13th in points. You have drivers like Nathan Ormond up here without victories. Then you have Jake Galloway, Matt Godden, TJ Henley, Mitchell Collins, all with 1 victory trying to get up there. But the unknown, what if Wyatt Walker falls out? Because he's still 8th on points. He's still kind of close. What happens if he falls out? And we have 2 races left still, so a lot could still happen. As look down here, Jonathan Buford, Jay Jefferson just outside along with Matt as well. Then you have Eli Bright with a win in 24th. And then there's Griffin Lane 25th. What if he bumps his way and Anton Charlebois stays in? Then the 7 and the 96 both get wildcard spots. What if the 7 bumps his way in, the 96 stays there, then the 10 falls out? Then the 10 and the 7 get wildcard spots. So there's a lot of unknowns still have to be determined throughout this season here in the Gatorade Cup Series. It's going to be interesting to see who was able to make the chase for Season 9. As we look down here, Cole Luigi, his bad season continuing. 120 points by his nearest competitor, Al Legacy. Jeff Bright has fallen. Max Anderson, a good day, moves him up. See all these drivers right here trying to gain, trying to get anything they can heading into the final 2 races for the Season 9 Gatorade Cup Series chase. As we look ahead to our next race, it's one of our 4 Crown Jewel races. It's the final Crown Jewel race of the Gatorade Cup Series season. We'll go to the Brickyard, Indianapolis, for the Brickyard 400. I will see you guys then.